This is a test.
This is a test. What do you know about language arts, math, science, and social studies? Find out while playing along with Knowledge for College, where teams from competing UISD schools spin the wheel of knowledge and answer questions from a world of subject categories. It's a mind challenge for students and a chance to win for their school. But most of all, it's a really fun way to learn. Now, let's play Knowledge for College.
Hi and welcome. You're watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. And today we have students with us from Ruiz Elementary and from Salinas Elementary. And before we meet our students, I'd like to introduce our guest host today, Mr. Steve Loring, a supervisory agent with the U.S. Border Patrol. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be here.
And if you could, just for the benefit of the audience and our students, just tell us briefly just what it is you do at Border Patrol.
Okay, I'm working with the communications department and public affairs. So part of our responsibility is doing community outreach programs and career events and things with the community and the schools. So we work to, just communicate and give them some good messages and help them make right choices.
All right, very good, excellent. And of course, let's turn our attention now to our students. Representing Ruiz Elementary, we have Bridget and Stephanie. And Bridget, if you can, just tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
I like sports.
All right, excellent. And do you have a favorite sport?
Basketball.
All right, excellent. And Stephanie, what about you? What can you tell us about yourself?
I like sports too.
And what's your favorite sport?
Soccer.
Soccer? All right, excellent. And representing Salinas Elementary, we have David and Vanessa. And David, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, I like sports. My favorite sport is football, and I go to Salinas Elementary.
All right, excellent. And what about you, Vanessa? What can you tell us about yourself?
I just turned 11 last month in February, and I like to sing.
All right, and any particular types of songs you like to sing? Any
Pop.
favorite? Pop? All right, excellent. Well, we have a very smart group of students with us today, and before we before we start the game, let me just go over the rules very briefly. Each team is going to take turns at spinning that wheel that you see behind you. We have questions in science, math, social studies, and language arts, and those questions are worth 5 points if you answer them correctly. Now that category in red, the wild turn category, those questions can come from any subject area, and they're designed to be a little bit more challenging, a little more difficult. So if you happen to answer one of those correctly, you can actually earn 10 points. So of course, in order to earn the points, you have to answer the question correctly. Otherwise, the opposing team will get a chance to answer that question and possibly earn the points. So we had a little coin toss earlier, and Ruiz Elementary, you get to go first. So Bridget or Stephanie, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And we do ask that the wheel go around at least once, and it does in this case, and we're going to see where it lands. And looks like you start the show off with a science question. And Steve, if you can just hand me the copies. Now students, each team gets a copy of the question and the choices, and just allow our guest host to read the question and the choices if you would.
Okay, the subject is science. Annual rings can help a scientist determine A, a tree's habitat, B, the age of a tree, C, a tree's parent, or D, the height of a tree.
And students, you have up to a minute to answer, so just talk it over with your partner and see if you can pick the best answer. And remember, you can earn up to 5 points if you answer correctly. Otherwise, our students from Salinas will get a chance to answer and possibly get the points. So just let us know when you're ready, guys. You ready? What's your answer, please?
D.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Salinas Elementary, do you have an answer for us?
B.
That is correct.
All right.
Congratulations.
So the age of a tree, that's what the rings stand for. So good job, Salinas Elementary. You get on the board first, and it's also your turn at the wheel. So David or Vanessa, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And after a very vigorous spin, the wheel goes round and round. It's going to stop eventually. We don't know where it's going to land just yet, but we'll find out shortly. And it looks like our students from Salinas Elementary will get another science question to answer. So let's see. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. That's your copy and your copy.
Okay, the next question. In a scientific investigation, a variable is A, an explanation that is widely agreed upon, B, factor that is changed during the investigation, C, a factor that is not changed during the investigation, or D, prediction based on facts.
And
B, the answer is correct. Factor that is changed during investigation.
so good job, Salinas Elementary.
Good job.
You earn another 5 points. Ruiz Elementary, your turn once again. So Bridget or Stephanie, will one of you young ladies spin that wheel for us? And as the wheel goes around, it will stop eventually, landing where we know not, but we'll find out shortly. And looks like we're going to have a wild turn question for our students. And let's see, this one's coming from the social studies subject area. And this one can be worth up to 10 points to you if you answer correctly.
Okay. The question, which concept states that the United States separates the power is divided between the national and state governments? A, federalism, B, amendments, C, popular sovereignty, or D, separation of powers?
And again, this wild turn question is for our students from Ruiz Elementary. And of course, it comes from the social studies subject area. Students have up to a minute to answer the question, but if you're ready, you can answer right now. And what's your answer, please?
A.
A, federalism is correct.
All right.
Good job.
So good job, Ruiz Elementary. You get the 10 points. And Salinas Elementary, your turn once again. So David or Vanessa, go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please. And after a very vigorous spin, once again, we have to wait and find out where the wheel's going to land. This time it looks like it might land in the wild turn category for our students from Salinas. And let's see, this one's coming from the language arts subject area. So that's your copy.
Okay. This one is a long question here.
It's kind of
so-
lengthy, so just bear with us, please.
What is the best way to combine the following two sentences? Maybe you can fold a paper airline quickly. Maybe you can balance on 1 foot for an hour.
And
The choices are A, maybe you can fold a paper airline and balance on 1 foot for an hour quickly. B, since maybe you can fold a paper airplane quickly, maybe you can balance on 1 foot for an hour. C, maybe you can fold a paper airplane quickly, balancing on 1 foot for an hour. Or D, maybe you can fold a paper airplane quickly, or maybe you can balance on 1 foot for an hour.
And remember, guys, we are looking for the best way to combine the two sentences. So you have up to a minute to answer, so just confer with your partner and try to come up with the best answer. Once you're ready, you can go ahead and give us your answer.
B.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Incorrect.
Ruiz Elementary, do you have an answer for us?
D.
D is correct.
All right. So good job, Ruiz Elementary. You earned the 10 points. And it's also your turn at the wheel, so Bridget or Stephanie, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And this time our wheel will come to a rest eventually. And this time we'll be answering a question from the science subject area, another science question today. They're very popular, it seems. And again, guys, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly.
Okay, the science question is, when examining sedimentary rock layers to better understand the nature of a fossil's environment, which layer is considered to have evidence of the oldest past living organisms? A, the top layer of the rock, B, the middle layer of the rock, C, the bottom layer of the rock, or D, none of the above.
Now, this is a science question for our students from Ruiz Elementary. And are you ready, students? What's your answer, please?
C is correct.
All right.
Very good.
Good job, Ruiz Elementary. You earned the 5 points. Salinas Elementary, your turn once again. So give us a good spin there. And let's see where our wheel comes to rest finally. And as the wheel's spinning, Steve, what do you think of our show so far?
This is great. This is tough questions here. You guys are doing great.
All right, excellent. And it looks like we're going to have our first social studies question of the day, if I'm not mistaken. So let's have that. And again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly.
All right, the social studies question is, to move from one country, place, or locality to another. A, transfer. B, fly. C, migrate. Or D, travel.
C.
C, migrate is correct.
All
Good
right.
job.
Good job, Salinas Elementary. You're in the 5 points. And Ruiz Elementary, your turn once again. So one of you young ladies can spin that wheel for us. And let's see where it lands this time. And it will come to rest eventually, landing in the science subject area once again. Very popular subject today. All right. And again, students, it's worth 5 points if you can answer correctly.
Okay. A weather map may display all of the following information except A, seasonal forecast, B, weather fronts, C, precipitation, or D, low pressure.
That was a science question for our students from Ruiz Elementary. And they can earn 5 points by answering correctly. So whenever you're ready, young ladies, just give us your answer, please.
A.
A is correct.
All
Good
right.
job.
So good job, Ruiz Elementary. You got the 5 points. Time now for a quick break, so let's go ahead and take one, and we'll be right back.
The Drug Enforcement Administration and the United Independent School District Police Department are joining forces.
The campaign is called DEA National Pill Take Back on April 30th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
We're asking the community to dispose of any unused, unwanted, or expired prescription drugs that contain controlled substances.
The drugs can be dropped off at one of several local sites where they will be safely disposed of, no questions asked, and at no cost.
For more information, go to www.dea.gov.
Studies show that parents who are actively involved in their children's education more than double their chances of graduating from high school and even going on to college. Make time to get to know your child's principal, teachers, and counselor. Volunteer and get involved in your child's school activities. Even the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Invest in your child's future today.
School safety is our #1 priority. Always report bullying to an adult, attend class every day, and please say no to drugs and alcohol. Be sure to report any criminal or suspicious activity to campus police. Remember, texting and cell phone use is forbidden when driving in school zones. Always watch out for kids at crosswalks and when loading on and off school buses. Keep our kids safe.
1, 2, 3, team.
UISD students, it's time to rally, dig in, score big, and win a new car just by going to school. The Sames Kia in the Classroom program is back. All United ISD high school students are eligible to win a new 2016 Kia Soul. Have perfect attendance during an 89-week period, and your name will be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a new car. Spike your chances, attend class, and win a new Kia Soul.
Hi and welcome back. You're watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. And today we have students with us from Ruiz Elementary and from Salinas Elementary. And of course our guest host today is Mr. Steve Loring, a supervisory agent at the U.S. Border Patrol. And Steve, I understand you have a question for our students today.
I do. You guys are getting older and you're going to be graduating high school in a couple years. Do you have any idea what you're going to do when you get out of high school? You're going to go to college? You're going to get a job? What is it you guys want to do?
Bridget, you go first.
I want to go to college.
Okay, great. Do you have any college you want to go to?
I don't know, but I want to go to a really good one.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you know what you want to study, Bridget?
I want to... I'm really good at math.
Okay.
There you go.
Very
That's
good.
great.
And Stephanie, what about you?
I want to go to college.
All right. Do you have any choice where you want to go, or you don't know yet?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what you want to study?
I want to be a teacher.
All right, excellent. And David, how about you?
Oh yeah, I'm going to college too, but I don't have any clue of what I'm going to study or what college I'm going to.
That's okay. You got a lot of time before you have to make that choice.
Yeah, it's good to think about that before you take that leap. And Vanessa, what about you?
College.
College?
All right. That's great. Do you know what school you want to go to, maybe, or what you want to study?
TEMU.
All right. Good. Stay here right in town.
All right, excellent.
That's great.
Well, okay, students, let's go ahead and resume our game. Salinas, you're next at the wheel, so David or Vanessa, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And let's see where the wheel lands this time. It will come to rest eventually, but it's going to land, it looks like, in the wild turn subject area. So let's see what we have here. This is going to come from the science subject area, so students, you can earn up to 10 points if you can answer correctly.
Okay. Lisa stood outside and looked at her shadow in the morning, at noon, and in the evening. Which did she most likely observe? Her shadow was longest in the morning, and in the evening it was shortest at noon. Or B, her shadow was longest in the morning, shorter at noon, and the shortest in the evening. C, her shadow was shortest in the morning, a little longer at noon, and the longest in the evening. Or D, her shadow was the same length all day long.
So students, you have up to a minute to answer, so just think about it carefully, and then when you're ready, you can just give us your answer. And remember, this is worth up to 10 points.
C.
I'm sorry, that's
Incorrect.
incorrect. Ruiz Elementary, do you have an answer for us?
A.
A is correct.
All right.
Good job.
So good job, Ruiz Elementary. You earned the 10 points, and it's also your turn at the wheel, so one of you young ladies, spin that wheel for us, please. And as the wheel goes round, it will come to rest eventually. This time, it looks like we may wind up with the language arts question. So that's the box labeled art. So, and of course, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. That's your copy.
Okay. The following sentence is missing blank. The stranded frog replied, "I'm just waiting for the towed truck." A, apostrophe, B, a comma, C, capital letters, or D, quotation marks.
And of course, I'd like to add that our students have a copy of the sentence there in front of them, so our audience may not be able to see it, but our students can. So students, you have up to a minute to answer, and just when you're ready, just give us your answer, please. And are you ready, guys?
D.
D is correct.
All right.
Good job.
Good job, Ruiz Elementary and Salinas Elementary. Your turn once again. So David or Vanessa, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And we'll see where it lands eventually. The wheel will come to a rest, and once it does, we'll find out what kind of a question our students will have. Looks like we're going to have our first math question of the day. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. That's your copy and your copy.
Okay, this is a tough one here. Paul buys a roll with 3.5 of yard of string. He used 7/8 of a yard of string for a school project. How much string does he have left in the roll? 3 3/8 yards, 3 1/6 yards, 2 5/8 yards, or 2 3/8 yards?
And again, this is a math question for our students from Salinas Elementary. And as they try to work the problem, they can earn 5 points by answering correctly. Otherwise, our students from Ruiz Elementary will have a chance to answer and possibly earn the points. And I guess if you don't mind rereading that just one more time
Okay,
while
while
our
you
students
guys are
work.
working it out. Paul buys a roll with 3.5 yards of string. He used 7/8 of a yard for a school project. How much string does he have left in the roll? 3 3/8 yards, 3 1/6 yards, 2 5/8 yards, or 2 3/8 yards?
C.
C is correct.
All
Good
right.
job.
Oh, good job, Salinas Elementary. You earned the 5 points, and Ruiz Elementary, it's your turn at the wheel once again. So, Stephanie or Bridget, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And this time our wheel will come to rest eventually. And let's see where it lands. And it looks like we're going to have another math question. So, another math question for our students. And again, guys, it's worth 5 points. That's for your copy and your copy.
Okay. Which statement is true? 5/10 is less than 4/10. 33 hundredths is less than 2/10. 25 hundredths is less than 25 hundredths. Or 222 thousandths is less than 25 hundredths.
And do you have an answer for us?
D.
D is correct. Very
All right.
good.
So good job, students. You earned the 5 points. Salinas Elementary, your turn once again. So give us a good spin there, David. And as the wheel goes round and round, we're going to wait and see where it lands. That'll determine where your question comes from. And this time, our students, looks like, are going to wind up with a social studies question. So we got a social studies question for our students from Salinas Elementary. And again, guys, it's worth 5 points if you can answer correctly.
Okay, the question is, which of the following are secondary sources? A, an artifact, a personal letter, a podcast. B, a biography, an atlas, a computer manual. C, a recording of a famous speech, a biography, and raw news footage. Or D, a personal diary, a podcast, a computer manual.
So students, just talk it over with your partners and give us your best answer whenever you're ready. You have up to a minute to answer. Of course, we're looking for which of the following are secondary sources. So let's discuss it with your partner and make sure you give us the right answer. By doing so, you earn 5 points. And whenever you're ready, guys. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ruiz Elementary, do you have an answer for us? We need your answer right now, please.
B.
B is correct.
All
Good
right.
job.
So good job, Ruiz Elementary. You earned the 5 points. It's also your turn at the wheel, so will one of you young ladies spin that wheel for us, please? And we'll see where our next question comes from momentarily. And it looks like it's going to be language arts. Right, language arts. All right, and again, students, it's worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly.
Okay, the question is, what is the name of the genre that contains dialogue, stage directions, cast, and props? A, realistic fiction. B, poetry. C, drama. D, myth.
And students, do you have an answer for us? Remember, you have up to a minute, so.
C.
C is correct.
All right.
Congratulations.
So good job, Ruiz Elementary. And Salinas, your turn once again. So Vanessa or David, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And Salinas Elementary's spin will come to rest. This time, it looks like we're going to land in the science test subject area. And again, students, it's worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly.
Okay, the question is, it takes a child several hours of practice to be able to ride a skateboard successfully. This is an example of A, learned behavior, B, good behavior, C, inherited behavior, or D, all of the above.
A.
A is correct.
All
Good
right.
job.
So good job, Salinas Elementary. You earned the 5 points. And Ruiz Elementary, your turn once again. And let's see where we land this time. As the wheel goes round and round, it will come to a stop. And And this time we are going to finish with a wild turn question. So, and let's see, this one's coming from the reading subject area. So if you can answer correctly, you'll earn the 10 points. Otherwise, our students from Salinas will get a chance.
Okay. From the poem by Robert Louis Stevenson, My Shadow, what is the rhyme scheme of this stanza? One morning, very early, before the sun was up, I rose and round the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepy head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed.
And the choices are...
Is it A, B, B? Is it B, A, B? Or is it C, A, B, C, D? Or D, A?
And students, do you have an answer for us?
A.
A is correct. A, B, B. Good job.
Good job, Ruiz Elementary. You earned the 10 points, and it's time now for a quick break, so let's go ahead and take one, and we'll be right back.
United ISD urges parents who have children with severe allergies to please inform district nursing staff about your child's condition. Allergic reactions can be life-threatening.
We have procedures in place to help students at risk for severe allergic reactions or anaphylaxis. Notifying staff about student allergies makes it easier for them to respond quickly to an emergency.
Please report severe allergies and help ensure UISD students remain safe and healthy.
It's a double bonus. Go to school and win a new car. The Sames Kia in the Classroom program is back. All United ISD high school students are eligible to win a new car. Have perfect attendance during any 9-week period, and your name will be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a new 2016 Kia Soul. It's a slam dunk. This fast break could have you driving to school in style, and you won't even have to drop a dime.
Hi, and welcome back. You've been watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. Of course, we'd like to thank our students from Ruiz Elementary and our students from Salinas Elementary for being such good sports and joining us. And of course, we'd like to thank the U.S. Border Patrol for co-hosting the show. And of course, we'd like to thank some of the sponsors who provide the prizes for our students. Of course, we're talking about Sonic, America's Drive-In, CC's Pizzas, and of course, Great American Cookies and McDonald's of Laredo. And of course, we're also on Facebook and Twitter, and we also have videos on YouTube, so you can keep up with us there. And with that, everybody, let's go ahead and say goodbye. Bye-bye.